The trick to deal with all the questions related to bond order is very simple. What you do is write 1 to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So these are your electron system in a molecule. So these are your electron system in a molecule. Now, what we can do is we can simply start from 0.5 and increase 0.51, now decrease 0.50. Similarly, increase once again 0.51, 0.50. Now we know that the 14 electron system like nitrogen has 3 bond order. So we can now keep increasing by 0.5 till the time we reach 3. So 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.53. Now we will keep on decreasing. 2.52, 1.51, 0.50. That's it. We have the entire bond orders of different electron systems in a molecule in front of us. Good thing is all the even ones, all the even numbers can be thought of as diamagnetic and colorless. All the odd electrons can be considered as a paramagnetic and colored species. But mind you, there are exceptions to this whole thing. Your 10 electron system and your 16 electron system, even though they are even, they are going to be paramagnetic and they're going to be colored. So rest all can be dealt with this knowledge, even diamagnetic, colorless, odd, paramagnetic, colored. But 10 and 16 electron systems are an exception to it. All right. I hope this is absolutely clear. Let's try to attempt now this whole thing with the help of the questions. Which of the following is diamagnetic? The first thing that you can do in such kind of questions is calculate the total number of electrons in a molecule. So 16 minus 1 is 15 electron system. This is 16 electron system. This is 17 electron system. This is 18 electron system. If you remember, I told you even ones are usually diamagnetic. The exception was 10 and 16. So 16 is here, 15 and 17 are odd. Already you can do this question in seconds. You can see D becomes the answer to this question. How simple. Next one. Okay, so this is O2, O2 2 minus, O2 minus, O2 plus and O2 2 minus. So we have 16 electron system, 17 electron system, 15 electron system, and we have 18 electron system. The same species now with respect to the stability we are asking. So we just did the trick. This was 2 and then as we were proceeding, it was decreasing. So this was 1.5 and this was 1. And if you see O2 plus, it was 2.5. So from the trick, we can very quickly observe that 18 electron system O2 2 minus is going to have the least stability, which is just in one option, and there we go. We know the right answer to this question will be option C. All right. Easy. Another question, let's observe. 4 diatomic species are listed below. Identify the correct order in which the bond order, direct bond order question is there in the increasing order. So we have NO, O2 minus, C2 2 minus, helium 2 plus. So He, 4 minus 1 is 3 electron system. 0.5 bond order. 12, 13, 14 electron system. Bond order is 3. 16 plus 1, 17 electron system. Bond order is 1.5. NO, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Please see, 15 electron system, 2.5. So highest is C2 2 minus. Then we have 2.5 NO. So clearly the answer is going to be option D. We can do it directly from the trick. The trick is going to be absolutely useful to you guys. You will see that you will be able to sail through questions very, very easily through this trick. Try out another one very simply. Now, I don't know if the question is properly visible or not, but I think I can just read it for you. According to the molecular orbital theory, which of the following ranks the nitrogen species in terms of the increasing bond order? So N2 is the one having 14 electron system, 3. N2 minus is 15 electron system, N2 2 minus is 16 electron system, so 2.5 and 2. Clearly N2 should have maximum. Answer can be either A or C. Then we have N2 minus, and then we have N2 2 minus. We can do such questions very, very simply. You can observe A becomes the answer. Great. Next one, please check this one out as well. Which of the following oxides is expected to exhibit paramagnetic behavior? So in such a question, if you directly see an odd electron, that should be our answer. We don't even need to apply our logic here. Any logic of the number of electrons is also not required in such a question. The moment you see if there is an odd electron species, that's going to be our answer. So if you see, we have ClO2. That means the oxygens are the side atoms now. And we have chlorine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. There will be one odd electron which will be present. So clearly C will be the answer for this question. Now mind you, this trick that I have taught you right now, this has another exception. The other exception is of CO. Now CO has 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 electron system, and with this it is fine. The bond order should be 3, that's correct. But if we talk about CO+, it has 13 electron system, so bond order should have been 2.5, right? But this is not the case. The highest bond order which has been observed is that of CO+. CO+ has an exceptional bond order of 3.5, point to be noted, my lord. Is it clear? That's the only exception that you need to keep in mind. CO+ has the highest bond order that you have heard so far, which is of 3.5. So even when it comes to the stability, CO+ is quite stable, clearly because its bond order is quite high, quite a lot. Is it clear?